All right, everybody, welcome back to Awful Taste But Great Execution, brought to you by our incredibly tasteful sponsors, the like button, which is down there. Check it out. And also twitch.tv/Captain Sparkles for some quality gameplay, which is even playing right now. That's pretty cool. Look at this, some PvP practice from the other day. Look at us doing some sick PvP. I'm absolutely dominating game. That's game right there. Link in the description. If you want to check out me dominating in Minecraft, link below. A lot to unpack here at number 19. I disagree. I think that's Swick. That's some perfect, like, Disney villain facial hair or something like that. I could totally see that working. Also, I don't know if he actually has an eyebrow scar and they incorporate it by inverting, you know, from the hair over here. But that's really cool. If that's actually like an eyebrow scar that was worked into it, is it like a part of a negative space fill with the hair? I mean, this is only gonna last for like a day. And that's what sucks about it, is like there's no way you can maintain that on a regular basis. But it's just, so how do you get facial hair that connects like that? How do you make it so crisp and connecty? And I can't do that. How do you get the connection to be so solid? It's so dense. I envy it. All right, this ain't awful taste. This is just cool. Not sure if it's awful taste, but certainly great execution. I see. From a purely factual standpoint, what we have here is a Rice Krispie and frosting representation of an event which took place in the vice presidential debate, in which a fly landed on the head of Michael Pence, and it stayed there for an extended period of time. As such, many memes were born on the internet, including inspiring this particular bake, which actually looks quite delicious, and I would love to consume it. Those are your purely factual facts from yours truly. I wonder what this would look like without maintenance. I mean, well, it would probably look like just kind of droopy bits of purple and blue surrounded by a sea of tennis ball with a bit of orange accents in it, and then a lot of the original hair color, because it would grow out very quickly because it's very short hair at the moment. So pretty hard to maintain. Look good for a few days. If only you could like choose to freeze your hair in time. Wouldn't that be amazing? Like you just choose a particular point and be like, I'm locking it in. This is my final answer, and I'm gonna live with it for the rest of my life. There's a chance that as you get older, whatever hairstyle you're gonna lock in, it's not gonna work. So maybe when you're 80 years old, you wouldn't want tennis ball head with stars in it. All right, but at that moment, it sounds like a great idea because you wouldn't have to worry about it growing out. I don't know. Would I keep my hair as is? Probably go for a super fresh cut and then lock it in permanently. But would that look good if I'm 80? I don't know. I can't really visualize my current haircut on an 80-year-old hair. Maybe I want my hair to be gray when I'm 80. Maybe it just look better that way. I'm really overthinking this purely hypothetical, impossible scenario way too much. Tattoo Tuesday. You mean Tattoos Day? Tattoony? Tattooing? I thought it was Tattoony for a long time. Anyway, it's just, don't worry about it. It's Mandalorian, you know, it's in these days. Tattoony. This tattoo of Saweetie on a fan's chest. You know, I've never heard of Saweetie, but I have to imagine that she's a very, very popular artist and has many very dedicated fans with impressive artwork. That I'm trying to put myself in her perspective. If I were to meet someone who was like, I've really enjoyed your videos for a long time, and then they just whoop, and I saw a photorealistic representation of myself, I'm not sure how I would respond to that. And it'd be tough, because you know that person like really likes you. And so if you don't react well, then that's going to be a major, major blow to that person. That's really going to suck. So it's like you have to somehow immediately internalize any shock and be like, that is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for appreciating my content. And that is incredibly dedicated of you. This Impala on Craigslist with a one-of-a-kind perpetual paint job. Wait, it keeps going. It keeps going. How many layers deep did they go? Hold on. Oh my God, we need more resolution. Come on, do a close. You needed to do like a super high megapixel close-up of that. I wanted to see how many layers deep they went. Is that the final layer right there? Does it just become a gibberish blob there? Or does it go even detailed on there? How small can you get? Did they use lasers to make the super fine levels happen? Does it go down to the micron? I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Nice paint job on the cabinets, but why purple? Oh boy, oh God. I don't know what the rest of the house looks like. It's like they, the floor looks like, you know, they're gonna, it looks liquid, like they're gonna do one of those camo jobs where you take something and you dip it in and then you pull it out and then it has the camo on it. It's like they did that, but they didn't dip anything, they just made it their floor. And I guess it's just, it makes me think of soap. Just like the entire kitchen it's soap. I'm picturing the texture of everything like it is actually soap. And so you never need to worry about like having a bar of soap or soap in a dispenser. Like you just scoop up the countertop or scoop the floor and it's like, there you go. You have your soap. A never-ending supply. Purple grape-scented soap. Tattoos Day. Remember that one episode of Winnie the Pooh where he gets stuck in a hole and Rabbit turns his butt into a decoration? Well, I don't remember this. Is this really a thing? Man, I watched Winnie the Pooh way back when, and I don't remember this. I feel like there's so many shows that I could go back and watch from my childhood that I probably didn't really appreciate all the ridiculous nuances that the adult animators put into the show. I know Animaniacs is a big one. I know there's some things now that I'm just like, my mom was probably not aware. Otherwise, I don't think she would have been a fan of me watching Animaniacs. Fingerprints. That was one of them. That was one that I can remember. Game hair. That's incredible. I feel like the only way that you have the spiral there is if it was just done. Like there's no way to do that preemptively. And then even if you did it like once and then you put your hair back down, would you be able to get your hair back up and still have the spiral? What does the hair look like when it's down? Is it just, it looks symmetrical. So maybe it just looks like, I don't know, you wouldn't even be able to tell that this hair could be double mohawked or triple, whatever. Is it 3? Is it the really green is center one, and then there's like the yellow green on the outsides of the spirals, and it's just gnarly. I mean, I guarantee you that gives you at least like 200 more gamer horsepower having that sort of hair. Versace horse. It's an actual horse. Oh, you're doing this too. Wait, that's the trimmer. That's the trimmer. That's the Babyliss. The gold thing. I did get it. I did buy it. And I'll tell you, that thing, it cuts super gnarly. That's actually really cool. I'm not going to lie. The horse has no idea. And it looks stylish AF. And I don't know how horse hair grows back, but I assume it'll just kind of grow out pretty shortly. But that's actually really dope. The thing trims like super gnarly. I'm not gonna lie. It actually trimmed a little too close. I zero gapped it with the help of my barber, and he then used it when he was over to do a haircut. He used it down here, and it was like it was almost like I just shaved it with a blade. And then I did it to myself a few days later. I don't know the difference between him using it and me using it, but I wasn't good. I wasn't good with it, and then I was very irritated for a little bit. I did an oopsie there. Ashtray. Risky click, let's see. Oh, okay. This is okay to include on YouTube. That's actually a poignant message right there. Poignant message? I don't know how you pronounce that word ever. Bone apple tea, here we come. Anyway. I mean, I feel like that really drives the message home though. You'd probably, I have to imagine you'd think twice about it, or maybe I don't know. You're just like, no, I know what it's doing to me, but at this point, I'm sticking with it. It is what it is. I don't really know. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, so I don't know what the mentality would be. Someone who's done it for a very long time necessarily. But always good to cease doing it if you are able. It's not particularly healthy. Additional hair. Huh. Never thought about that. Yeah, usually when people do the hair extensions, they're kind of buried under the existing hair, so it's very hard to tell. But I mean, this easier, probably. Just seems like the hair extension thing, don't they actually have to kind of attach it to your head or somehow? And it's like, I just saw there's a freaking fuzzball on the ground that startled me for a second. I thought it was like a massive spider. It's a gigantic fuzzball. It's like something that would have been from a haircut. Speaking of haircuts, what the frick? Anyway, oh god, that startled me. This is more practical than having to have hair. Like, I don't know how they attach it to you, but it doesn't seem very fun. Joy, blue-footed booby. Did he incorporated? Heck yeah, brother. Way to incorporate your existing bodily features into a tattoo. That's why I'm a big fan of that one with Popeye, where Popeye is like drawn on the arm, but then it goes into your actual fist, being the Popeye fist. Big fan. It's clever. My sister made feet loaf for Halloween. You know, I'm generally pretty forgiving of feet, but I'm gonna be honest with you. This is looking a little bit like a 0 out of 5 on Wiki Feet. Very, very goblin. Not a lot of maintenance going on. Also severed at the ankles and possibly let out just to sit for a little while. Not much care taken of the nails. Oh no, Nicholas, what is you doing? This is truly impressive. You know what? If I were Nicolas Cage, I probably wouldn't care either. And I just wear things because why not? To draw a reaction. I'm going to wear a Superman logo, pink poodle with angel wings on my back, and a whole bunch of other patches, and it's going to be great. And even if nobody recognizes me because of a mask, which is probably ideal if you're Nick Cage, if you're any A-list celebrity, you probably love the mask thing because it's so easy to go unrecognized. You wear a hat, you wear sunglasses, you have the mask. Nobody's going to know who you are, and I'm sure they are loving it. But then, if you just want to have people, pay attention to you, not because you're a celebrity, just because, well, that person's quirky, then you throw this into the mix, and why not? Tattoos Day was told to post my tramp stamp for Tuesday. I mean, we were talking about clever, right? I guess you can't argue. You took it very literally. This is going to be an interesting, how stamps used to be like a cent or what have you back 50, 60 years ago. Now, though, your kids or grandkids, they're going to, if you ever go swimming with them, they're going to be like, whoa, is that a stamp? 50 cents? That's a really unrealistic price. And you'll get to explain, well, back in my day, stamps used to be 50 cents. Now they're like $5, which is ridiculously priced. And the kids are going to be like, I don't know, that just seems like the normal price for a stamp. You're going to be like, well, back in my day, they were 50 cents. And also there's a movie called Lady and the Tramp that was even older. And when it came out, stamps were probably even way cheaper. But it's 50 cents when I decided to put this on my body. So we've memorialized it now. And the top for the last month of Awful Taste but Great Execution. Who says crown molding is overdone? Yo, dog. I heard you like molding. So we put some molding on your molding, 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 on your molding. Did I get them all? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm just imagining whoever had to build the house and put the finishes in being like, you really, is this necessary? Really? You have to custom do all these corners and get all these different measurements because they need to each go slightly further in. This is an absolute monstrosity. Why have you done this to us? You're eating into the cubic footage of your airspace. Why bother? Please just make it nice 90-degree angles all over. Why do you have to? You didn't. This is unnecessary. I can't believe you've done this. I don't know. Probably like a French palace or something like that. That's it. Make sure you like if you liked. Check out the playlist if you want to catch more awful taste but great execution. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hit the bell even if you are. And check out our other sponsor, my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/CaptainSparkles. We'll leave a clickaroo over here if you want to catch the last ATBGE video. Also, latest Marin music upload down below it so you can go right to them. It's pretty slick. I'll see you next time.